Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Sound Goblin Gaming. Our Saturday stream of Legend of Heroes Trails in the Sky, second chapter. I am, as always, your host, the Krampus.
And I'm Vincent.
Alright. To catch people up on where we left last, we recently found out that the earthquakes were being done by the member of the Ouroboros organization called the Direwolf, who is some kind of suit-wearing edgelord that our buddy Jin here knows. Jin showed up to save us from said edgelord martial artist, and we stopped the earthquake machine. But it turns out that the Direwolf is in fact a former student of the same martial arts school that Jin here is a part of, and that Jin, the lady who runs the Bracer Guild here in Zeiss, and the Direwolf all went to the same martial arts school and knew the same martial arts master. So we are heading back to the main city. I guess we just went for the latest part of Roland's saga. Yeah, we now have Jin in the party. And we are hip deep in side quests right now, I want to say. I go back here to the Bracer Guild and take a look and see exactly what we've got. Oh, no, we only have one. Never mind, I was mistaken. I'll report that hidden quest that we did. Received Ingenuity as a quartz. Yeah, let's take a look at that quartz. Ingenuity. Recover... Oh my god. Recover small amounts of EP while walking. Oh, that's... Oh. Yes. Yes, please. Thank you. All of that on...
Somebody? What type of quartz is it?
It's a red, is the only thing. It throws off a bunch of our elemental balances, but... For that effect, I am willing to throw off an elemental balance or two.
Yeah.
Especially if we could manage to get it on... Hell, I'd probably just replace the Evade 2 here on Chloe. I think we would still get Ariel out of the deal. We're just gonna go upgrade the slot, though. Okay, yeah, that's right one. Not my dad!
Let's see, we're on a chapter of some sort.
We just finished Chapter 2. And we just did the quest, Missing Guest.
Yep, I should have asked Shiv to just send me links to all the guides he was using.
That's fine. Okay. So we got that. And go rest in town.
Let's see. Okay, looking at this, have we bought Liberal News issue 4?
No, we haven't.
Okay.
I'm assuming it's in the general store.
Landport Waiting Room or Edel Market, Sundry's Corner. So no.
Sundry's Corner sounds like it's in the mall at Grand Cell, which is the next
Yeah,
place
city.
we're going to.
Ah, okay. That explains that. Let's see, we just beat Flying Penguin.
Yeah, we just beat the Penguin. Like, that was literally the last thing we did, was defeat the Penguin and turn in the quest for said Penguin at Bracer Guild.
Okay, yeah, there's nothing noteworthy to do in... Oh, then... How many Bracer points do we have?
We have... 108.
Okay, 100... Right, and how many chests do we have?
I don't know where it shows us that.
Neither do I. Right, I think I have dinner to go eat, so...
Oh, that's fine.
That'd be the other flaw of this idea.
Ah, that's
All right.
fine.
Yep,
I'll make do.
be back.
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, so... No, we're out of bear claws. Gundalf. He's like a wizard. All of his attacks are gun. To the airship dock. Dude. You'll fall off, kid. I know you will. See? No survival instincts. Looks like we're not doing the double talk thing as much anymore. Alright, well, back down to the engineering. Start from the bottom, work our way up. Yada-da-da, yada-da-da. Remember Roger, on duty. Fashion. He's escaped his chair. That's them done. Sure, that'll never come up. Important backstory. Huh. You're shorter everything. You're just tall in general. Look at you. Oh, right. I talked to Jin twice. This twice nonsense. Oh, okay, that was important details. Scree. Oh. Huh. Brace your dad. Oh my god. I know they're not gonna do it, but holy shit, I would love if that was an infidelity thing. Oh, that would be some soap opera shit. Okay, I know they're not going to, but man. Okay, so I'm basically rambling to myself at this point until another commentator gets here, but a while back I saw a thing about writing, and basically, if you have someone who's perfect, you have to kind of undercut them in some way. They have to not be godlike, and it doesn't have to be like a huge thing. It does not have to be like Cassius Bright went and had, you know, a fling and had a kid that he never told Estelle about or something like that. It could just be like, oh, he's a dork who paints miniatures or something, or like we see him like sitting on his regal throne and then he lifts his leg and cuts a really loud fart or something. Just something that knocks him down from perfection. Because people hate perfect characters in writing. That's kind of why I give Cassius Bright shit, because Cassius Bright is so far just like the JRPG most interesting man in the world. And I know they're not gonna do it, but I would laugh myself hoarse if fucking Tita's dad turned out to be Cassius Bright, and Cassius Bright just a while back, because it wouldn't be infidelity, because his wife's been dead for a long time, and given the difference in ages between Estelle and Tita, this would obviously be like years after his wife died. But I would laugh my ass off, and I would actually like appreciate that as a good twist in Cassius's character.
Okay, I'm back.
Ah, welcome back.
Yep. We still arriving in Gransel?
We still arrived here. We just
Yeah.
arrived here. We just did all the like talking to people on the ship. We did learn some interesting stuff though.
Okay.
So a few story beats that we missed, or that you missed there. So we talked to Jin about Walter, the dire wolf. So it turns out that Walter was some kind of like martial arts prodigy, but he also was just completely bloodthirsty and lived for battle. And so he started learning all the like the Wanderer's Fist that Jin practices has a bunch of like subsections of it. And Walter immediately gravitated towards all the dark ones that are solely used for violence and not used for, like, inner peace or, you know, harmony of body and mind or whatnot. So, one day he was about to leave and go learn more, like, murderous martial arts. Martial arts which are solely about, you know, going out and killing people. And the master, who realized that he was basically unleashing a serial killer to be on the world, basically stood in his way and said, "Alright, I challenge you to an honorable duel to the death." Jin was forced to be the supervisor for that match. And in a one-on-one duel, Walter killed their master. Now, the way Jin sees it, he's not out on a mission for revenge, because the master challenged him to a duel, fully knowing that if he lost the duel, he would lose his life. But he still felt he had to, like, stop his pupil from going out and becoming hyper-murder punch man. So, instead, Jin says he's out to confirm something, but we don't know what that thing is, because he clams up about it afterwards. Kilika, the woman at the Bracer Guild, we also learned is the daughter of the master. And that's how she's involved in all this. Not only was she a student there, she was in fact the master's daughter.
Yeah, we learned that last time.
The other interesting thing that we learned is we learned that Tita's parents are currently out doing missionary work, bringing Orbal technology to areas that don't have it yet. Now, the interesting thing that we learned from here that I was actually like kind of rambling on and monologuing about was that apparently Tita's dad was a bracer. Until he left the guild for unknown reasons. And apparently he's a pretty big deal in the Bracer Guild. Now, I know they're not gonna do this. I keep saying, like, in my head, and, like, the sensible part of Krampus's head knows that they're not gonna pull the Cassius Bright met a new woman, had a daughter, and then just up and left on them card. I don't think that's what they're gonna do. But
No.
I would laugh myself hoarse if Tita's dad turned out to be Cassius, and a lot of the trips that he took, because it was mentioned when we first meet Estelle, that Cassius just goes on trips a lot. I would laugh myself hoarse if the reason he was going on trips was because he met a woman, he fell in love with her, he felt bad about telling Estelle about it because even though his wife was dead and it's not infidelity, he still would feel bad about essentially trying to do the whole, like, I'm seeing someone else thing to your daughter. Since it's real easy to interpret that Cassius has problems opening up to Estelle, given the fact he only talks to her briefly and about matters that are of literal world-shaking importance.
Well, you know.
So I could easily see, because I brought up...
Well,
oh, go ahead.
so the thing about that is, and the thing that kind of mostly disproves that, is Tita has met Cassius while Estelle's been around, and not said anything like, oh, father, you're here, or something.
That is true. I forgot that she... Wait, did she actually meet Cassius? Because Cassius was around, yes. But I don't think there was ever a specific moment where...
Earlier in the chapter, when we were at that one, what's it called? Military base, Cassius was there too.
Well, yeah, Cassius showed up. Was Tita with us when that happened?
I think so.
Huh.
Or potentially with us at the very least.
Okay. Yeah, like I said, I knew they weren't gonna pull that card, but
Yeah.
I had brought the thing of, like, a writing article that I had read that's like, you can't have a character who's perfect, because people hate reading about perfect people who have no flaws. So, like, if you have, like, a mighty, like, wizard god king angel person who literally is in all other ways perfect, you have to have some kind of thing that, like, that not necessarily is a bad thing about him, but just kind of a quirk that makes him, like, not this perfect sculpture of all things. Like, when he's sitting on his chair, he lifts his leg and he rips a fart or something. Or he collects ceramic unicorns. Or, like, some weird thing that doesn't fit with the image of utter perfection and divinity. And so far, we've gotten close to that with Cassius. Like, every time we see Cassius, it's a moment where they're showing off some kind of superiority that he has.
Mm-hmm. For the most part, yeah.
And they present him as, like, a genial, like a nice guy. And he jokes around with people, and he's, you know, a nice, happy person. But we haven't seen the thing that makes him not perfect yet. And so that's kind of why I jab on God King Cassius Bright.
You know, other than, like, partial absentee father.
Let me rephrase that. We have not been shown anything that the game's narrative considers a negative about him. Like, the game doesn't consider him not being around for his kids a negative, because everybody around him and everybody we come in contact to, who Estelle says, like, hey, you know, my dad was gone for a lot of time. Like, he never left us fully. He would come back, we'd spend, like, a week together, and then he'd be gone for, like, a week or something. And everyone responds with, like, oh, well, your dad is super important in the intelligence community, and your dad's a super important general, and your dad has connections everywhere. In Erebonia, in Liberl, and presumably also in Calvard and the other nations.
Okay, it was on the screen. I was wondering why you were able to remember all those nations.
No, I actually remember it because Jin is from Calvard, and it came up earlier.
Oh, okay.
So we've been shown that the narrative thinks that Cassius hasn't done anything wrong yet. That maybe he hasn't, beat Ouroboros yet. But Ouroboros still very clearly considers him a threat. The entire military begged him on hands and knees to come back, even though in the first game he said that he really did not want to be a military man anymore. He just wanted to be a bracer, and a retired bracer at that.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I'm waiting for is the game to show us some kind of Achilles heel or moment of weakness. It can be a minor thing. Like, it can be that Cassius is still not over his wife's death or something. Or it can be, like, Cassius is a loose-lipped drunk. Or it can be that Cassius is angry with Joshua, even though he accepted that promise from Joshua way back when about him leaving if his past ever, quote-unquote, in the heaviest air quotes I can do, harms Estelle.
So, counter to that, and as Mackie has kind of mentioned, this isn't Cassius Bright's story, it's Estelle's. And essentially his role in the story is kind of father figure, so none of that's really necessary, per se. Because he's not, more specifically, absentee father figure to some extent. He is off doing other things. So, while it'd be nice to flesh out his character, he's neither a main character nor really a main supporting character like everyone else who's standing in this room right now. His interactions are where it makes sense in the plot, kind of. Which I think we're kind of walking away from at this point, if anything.
Great. All right.
So for his role in the plot, he basically has all the characterization he kind of needs, even if it is completely ridiculous because of the narrow lens we see it through. Basically, in a way, sort of how Estelle sees her father.
I'm not arguing that point. In that he's more of a set piece than anything else. The problem is that Cassius Bright, as he's used in the story right now, gets used as a literal and the classic definition of the Deus Ex Machina, which is someone they lower down from the upper areas of the stage with a rope who's dressed up like a god, who comes in to literally solve the problems of the main character. As much as they're not trying to have Cassius be the focus of the story, a good chunk of the plot is still has his shadow over it, I think would be the best way to say that. Because
essentially the entire, let's see, there's Liberal News 4 in here, along with food, lots of food.
Yes, I'm gonna go shop for food while we talk about this.
Yeah. Yeah. It is true that he is pretty much the prologue of the entire story himself. He's the one who found Joshua, brought him home, dealt with Ouroboros, has been dealing with Ouroboros, etc.
Well, not only that, but we know he's got a plan in place because he's still making moves right now.
Mm-hmm.
He keeps making deals, and people keep mentioning that he's doing things in the background. And the few times that he's shown up, he's very clearly, been hunting down Ouroboros on his own in a side investigation, unless it turns out that he's helping Agate directly, which I highly doubt because the Liberal Army still very much frowns on bracer intervention. We've been shown that directly in story here, when the old man general that Cassius is talking to still just openly scoffs and very much dislikes the idea of talking to the Bracer Guild. It's only because Cassius is mentioning it that Cassius actually gets him to agree to involve the Bracer Guild. And I wouldn't be surprised if Cassius was in secret paying off Agate expenses or officially hiring Agate and God, I keep forgetting her name. The girl that we were with in the prologue.
Annalise?
Yes, Annalise. But I wouldn't be surprised if Agate and Annalise are on a direct Bracer contract from Cassius White, who is totally not Cassius Bright, spending military funds to hire the Bracer Guild. And even then, remember, the entire reason that Agate is involved in this at all is because Cassius asked him to investigate without telling anyone else, except for, like, the leaders of the Bracer Guilds that were in the areas. I'm gonna go shop for some weapons. Right, West Block is where the weapon store is. Like, my feeling is just because we're playing as Estelle and Scheherazade and all of these people who are dealing with the more incidental things.
While occasionally running into Ouroboros members in a roll call.
Well, that's the thing.
Of some sort.
We're dealing with the individual plots of Ouroboros members, but none of them are revealed as Ouroboros plots until we actually, like, do some investigating and find out, oh, the mysterious ghost is actually a guy who's dressed up in a, gentleman thief outfit, or, oh, every earthquake has been preceded by a guy in these fancy things called sunglasses. Now, at this point in time, you should start seeing patterns. And they're still on the hook for not... That bird is named Pastry. There's still a confusion symbol just hanging here now. Now Estelle is confused. Now Scheherazade is confused. Now Chloe is confused. Now Jin is confused. Everyone is confused. Weird. Anyway. So... And it's very clear that while we're handling these day-to-day incidents, there is an overarching story that's going on, and because we keep cutting back to it, the game wants us to consider that an actual plot thing that's going on. It's not just... We are playing Estelle's story, but the other B-plot that is running not necessarily parallel to this one, but the one that keeps sine-waving in and out of our plot is Cassius Bright's, and it very much matters. So Cassius
more so the Ouroboros plot, where we're literally getting cutscenes of the Ouroboros people doing stuff.
Well, we're literally getting cutscenes of the Ouroboros people doing things, but that's what we're directly dealing with. We're seeing the fallout from it. We're seeing Blue Blanc get chewed out for, getting caught by these upstart... Huh?
Being Blue Blanc?
Well, yes, being Blue Blanc. we see Direwolf getting chewed out for letting people interfere with the earthquake machine. We see the direct repercussions of the A-plot, which is Estelle's quest to find her brother and beat some sense into him with a large metallic rod. But we also see the events from the military point of view. Which, the military is not as caught up as we are. They don't know the details about Ouroboros' plan like Estelle does. But they have different information about it. They see the whole geopolitical thing that's going on. And because that keeps getting brought up, it's not just in those cutscenes. Like, we get military people who are talking about, like, even now, the peace treaty between Erebonia and Liberal, which has now dipped into being an A plot, because we're here at the capital, and at the villa, they're going to be signing a peace treaty. And even the guild is like, okay, yeah, Ouroboros would literally all have to be asleep and extremely hungover right now to not be wanting to attack the peace treaty. Because that sounds like the kind of thing, you know, knockoff Cobra Law would do. Gotta get more ingredients. I was gonna find the weapons store. That's Great Cell Castle. I would say if they wanted this to just be Estelle's story, and for us to not care about Cassius's involvement, except when it becomes directly important to Estelle, they should be cutting out the little cutscenes we get of Estelle's father going around talking with people and setting things up in the military. But because they're not doing that, that means we are supposed to take some kind of inspiration.
Well, in fairness, and quite ironically, that's kind of insurance against it being a total Deus Ex Machina on his part, where we at least see it coming. It's not like here's an out of left field interference from Cassius Bright.
Right. That is a good thing to me, in that they are laying the groundwork for whatever Cassius is doing. There's the other story I was looking for.
But yeah, this game has a well-written story.
Yes, it does have a well-written story.
There's also a game in there somewhere, and it's kind of mediocre, but it has a well-written story.
Fishing Guild. Guardian fish. I don't know, that was a very long conversation, which basically amounted to, man, I would laugh myself sick if Cassius Bright had an illegitimate child. Suppose I shouldn't say illegitimate, that is the wrong terminology. If Cassius Bright had a child that he had not told his other child about. His other child and the walking human blender that he adopted.
He slices, he dices.
He cuts, he cubes, he cries, he runs, he shops at Hot Topic. Guns for everybody. Ah, the Glam Choker.
The choke glams.
Maybe it's just the Septith equivalent of bedazzling.
Almost certainly.
Okay. I won't worry about statuses until we need them. Which will probably be for any boss fights or whatnot we come across. Aha! There we go. Oh, HP 500 and CP 50. We already know the Toma Trio sandwich. We don't know this one. A mocking pie. Wouldn't a mocking pie be one you just throw in somebody's face? Couldn't any pie be a mocking pie? What if real pie is the pie we made along the way? Okay. Now I guess we should start doing actual work. So first off, let's see what that seafood hot pot is. See what that does.
Let's see. Antoine Ricky hanging out the staircase. Car.
I just lovingly rendered all of these food items, though.
Head to East Grandsel, go to the South End department store. Anton and Ricky are hanging out the staircase.
Aha, Anton. One more place to check. So two more places to check. Popcorn Man. Mobility popcorn.
Mobility popcorn, you say?
Yes. It increases movement by 2 when you eat it. It has 1500. Oh my! We've already hit the 3s for everything. Oh my. Grinding will be necessary at some point.
Yeah, considering the amount each of those needs is
Yep.
not small.
Although, shit, I would love to get EP Cut 3 on as many people as possible. And an Action 3. Okay. That's the other thing I do like. I do like the shops in this game just for being, like, actual full shops. Just showing off all the different, like, orbital contraptions that are very clearly just, like, regular things, but that they did modify to look like they use orbment stuff, like a vacuum that uses wind septith. Phonograph that uses space septith, looks like.
Space phonograph.
More likely so that they can pick up, like, broadcasts. Because they're talking about space more like, you know, space, or spatial coordinates and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay. So we already talked to Anton. What's next, Guild Navigator?
Good question.
Don't say spice.
Let's see. In front of church, you'll see a bunch of pigeons. They all have breakfast names. I think you already saw one, actually.
Yes. Golden Toast.
Yep. One of them is named
Coffee.
Golden Toast. Keep trying to talk to them till you find it. So that's the one you need to find to complete the first part of Breakfast Safari, whatever that is. This is the only pigeon that is not missable. The other two are, and one is coming up very shortly, or shortly. Then next is Grand Cell Sewers in the West Block. This is an optional quest of some sort. Or just the Grand Cell Sewers in the West Block, I'm not entirely sure. I assume we went to the Braziers Guild.
But yeah, went to the Braziers Guild, I picked up all the quests.
Right. Are you in the West Block or the East Block?
I'm currently in the East Block.
Okay. As I said, sewers in the West Block because there were multiple entrances to these sewers.
Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah. I don't exactly remember where they were, but that's the port. Might be on the map, actually. Assuming they label anything.
Hey.
There you go. Thankfully, this has a map. Alright, so there's the entrance. Okay, so keep going. This is a straight path until you reach an intersection. To the right of this intersection is the dead end.
Okay.
Yes. There's a fish drawing on the bottom of the map, and let me see if that actually means anything.
Probably means it's a fishing spot.
Oh, it's a fishing spot, yeah. That would explain it. Okay, keep going until you get to, like, the next fork.
Yeah. Well, this is a great place to farm for those kinds of septum, at least.
Yeah, I'd assume considering the fact that the 3s are in this area, I'd assume the Septus drops have been turned up in general. Okay, there should be a thing right there. Go that way. Yeah, down the stairs.
Combat time.
Zen is just fast. Weak to magic, you say?
Yep.
Zen casts Earthwall exactly once.
Huh, chest.
Yep.
With mystery paste.
Yep. There's a recipe you can learn. That does something.
But be warned, for ye be cursed.
Again.
Cures all status ailment. The real mystery is why anyone would eat this.
You mean this food that cures a large amount of health and all status ailments?
I mean, hey, the devil fruits also give you superpowers in One Piece, but they also are impossible to make taste good, no matter how well you cook them.
Well, you only need them once, so...
Yes. And the nap killer, just one sip and feel the power of caffeine!
Okay, so back out south and south of the next... After you get back to the main path.
So
south and then south of the next intersection. Which will
Well, this
be...
is the next intersection. It's a
Yeah.
room with-
in this room, go south, basically.
done.
It burns like fire. Okay, so we're headed south to the intersection.
Okay, go east.
Go east.
The way Estelle is facing. No,
Yep.
that, yeah.
Yep. Give me 1 second.
Lord recipe.
Yep. I'm gonna start using healing items more just so we can learn recipes again.
Yeah. Poisonous moth things. Great moth. Got it.
Goodness gracious, great mobs of fire.
Well, that takes care of that.
I know what a red chest means. Oh, silver
Yep, it
gauntlets.
means silver gauntlets.
Woo!
Purchase new weapons and forget to equip them.
Yep. Don't worry about it. Oh, powerful silver gauntlets.
Alright, so back the other way, basically, west. This should
Yeah, so we go
downstairs
downstairs.
and there's...
Over here, we go upstairs.
Yeah.
Chest here.
Yep.
The Adele.
Double armor.
I'm just to find a bandanaed man hiding inside. Just kidding, it's empty.
Do you
Alright,
check
so-
the ocean?
Yeah, I need to go check the other chest. Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to go check it. Oh, I forgot. Every extra item you take from a treasure chest, a creepy sheep is sheared. Wouldn't that be a good thing?
Probably. Alright, so out of this room.
Just so I can figure out. The Adele's a male only. Our defense. Yes. Congratulations, Sid. Your penis means you're the only person compatible with this new state-of-the-art armor.
That makes you punch things harder and take punches better. I guess that second one kind of makes sense. Nah, yeah. The one place we haven't gone.
Yep.
Alright, now make a right. Now keep going to the end. Down that path.
For sale. Reviving bulb overused. I'm assuming
Let's
that we go
see.
in this middle door.
Nope,
Oh,
that's a dead end. So go north.
okay.
This is a one-way path for the rest of the dungeon.
Ah, okay.
Oh, sorry, no, there's one fork. But there's a one-way path for a while. There's one very minor fork. Take that, nothing. Yeah, just throw cheap spells out until it's dead.
Yep.
Nicely done.
Snails.
Nice door, treasure chests you're not going to open.
Well, I mean, there's another entrance to the sewers down here, so I'm assuming you come back through the other entrance to do that.
Exactly so, from what I could tell.
Seems you came up short.
And here's the sewer monster.
Yeah, now, that's where the fork was.
Okay.
So go back for a second.
Go back for a second. Oh, yeah.
There it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So, weak to magic, you say?
Everything here is weak to fire. Good. Chloe, do your thing.
I assume this is a fire spell.
What? Yes. By slotting that ingenuity that we got, she now has access to the radial fire spell, which is targeted on enemies rather than targeted in a specific area.
Ah. The moths definitely move, so...
Oh, everything's going to move before either of them get their spells off, so...
Ah. Well, everything's gonna get a turn. I don't know what... I would assume the plants are casters, because... just makes sense to me.
Yeah.
That or they're annoying status condition monsters. Annoying status condition monsters, got it!
It's speed down, we don't give a shit, we're magic casters.
Isn't speed a turn thing?
No, they're... Oh, yeah, speed is a turn thing.
Yeah. Move is the... Now, move down, you probably don't care because they're walking up on you.
Give me 1 second. 1, 2...
Oh, Chloe is. Yeah.
Chloe is low on health, so... Give it his egg in these trying times.
You learned how to make an egg. Yep. Also annoying status conditions.
Okay, yeah, no, it's confusing status, or it's annoying status condition o'clock. Got it.
Why did you just move?
I don't know. Did I hit the wrong thing? I thought I hit
Were you trying to attack him?
Yeah, and I just...
Oh, you probably couldn't get to him.
No, there was... Oh, yeah. Okay, there's apparently...
People in the way.
Yeah, weird.
Yeah.
Shouldn't be. It looks like there's a spot in front of,
Yeah.
of Sherazade that should be open. Maybe I just chose move instead. I don't know. Entirely possible. Ah, and they summon ads. This is going to be an asshole fight. Got it.
Yeah. Like most of the fights recently. Can he cure status conditions? Because you're taking like 2 turns. No. Does not have Curio.
Kira's confused sleeping thing, so we got
Yeah.
17 of them. Jesus!
Hit some of them.
Wish that had a wider hit to it.
Doesn't help the fact that thing's gonna move before it gets cast, so. Well, at least the moles die pretty simply.
Yeah. The moles will take like 150% damage from Artsy Space.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, no, that dumb vomit attack just does heaps of raw damage.
And confusion, which you had no preparation for, because why the fuck would you? The guy didn't tell you a damn thing, nor the game.
Oh, okay, it just says healing touch. Got it.
And there goes Jin.
Yep. No, we're definitely losing this one.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna speed this up.
If only you could load from here or something useful.
Can't be.
Yeah.
We saved right before that, it's fine.
Go get Trojan,
Yep.
just because you technically, yeah.
Okay.
Right, now equip everyone with charms that make them immune to fucking confusion.
I think we're actually gonna leave this one for later.
Alright.
Because we are not high enough level to deal with that right now. The raw damage is killing us faster than the Confuse is.
Yeah, that's true enough. The confuse doesn't help, but yeah, the raw damage does seem a bit on the high side.
Yeah.
Um,
So we're done with this branch of the sewers.
other than needing to go back and kill the actual monster.
Yeah. Now we're just leaving the sewers. Said, we're leaving the sewers.
Hey, Negrant anyways. This thing is the opposite of dangerous.
Defense
They
now.
messed with the wrong guy.
A fishy spot.
Yep, fishing spot. Okay. That is what fish means on the map. Good to know.
Okay. hotel? Where's the hotel?
Why would? Oh, okay, I think I'd see that. Right, so next is Royal Avenue and Herb Scenic Route.
Alright. One quick second here to adjust something on my end.
Yep.
Alright, average out. Okay.
Yep, I definitely have a map of this place now to actually find out how to get there. Right. So, Sanctum Gate.
Yeah, Sanctum Gate. South this
It's
way.
over there.
Yeah.
Okay.
More food. A sweet crepe.
And a mystery crepe. Yeah, there's a lot of city.
Yeah. Crepes.
Okay, Royal Avenue. There should be an exit to Herb Scenic Route. Somewhere.
Oh, I think there's only one exit, looks like. That's Grand
More than likely.
It's Grand
Other signs.
Gate. Yeah. So we want to go towards the Sanctum Gate? Or were you just mentioning it as a landmark?
From
This is still
Let's
Royal
see.
Avenue. There we go. Okay. We're on
Herb
our way.
Scenic Route. Okay.
Herb
Yep.
Scenic. Yeah, because that leads to the Herbe Royal Villa, where we got called to because someone had lost a precocious child.
Yes. Okay. Now stop for a second and open the map so I can figure out where this is.
Opening the map.
Okay, so that would explain what they're trying to explain. Yeah, this is actually weird. So there are 3 different scenic route areas, but we'll figure the other 2 out later. First, make a left and go up to that big spot up there. Basically, just explore this area.
Okay. Go to all the side areas. Got it.
Yeah.
Fight this landfish. Fight these cat bats.
Yeah, those are
Oh,
things.
those are war bats.
That's an Dine-dial.
He drops fish fillets. Kill him. Not the bat.
Well, that takes care of that.
Beast flesh.
Yep, those are beasts. There you go, Stell.
Well, that takes care of that.
Alright, so north into the open area.
Yep. Kill these hell pigeons.
Hell Mars.
Oh, I hit the wrong button. Damn it. I didn't want to run from the voids.
One pigeon that's nearly dead. Let's run. West there should be a chest.
Aha, yes, I see it. Death blow 2. It's useless. It's just a poison gas trap.
Is it? What is it good? Just hates you now.
Sorry.
Well then.
Fuck you.
Piece of cake.
Alright, pour some
Yeah.
alcohol down the throat.
There you go.
Yep.
Not actually a healer.
Yes. Here's why we have. Super. Excites the eye nerves. I don't know if I want my eye nerves excited when I'm eating food.
No, generally not.
Looking to see if we've gotten any recipes so far that we can just buy from the stores whole, like we can with the sea breeze soup.
Yeah. Once we have an actual store to check them on.
It
Maybe that
looks, yeah, it looks like the young lady plate might also be.
Yeah, which also cures KO, making it extremely useful, actually.
Yeah. This one doesn't. I think this one doesn't because Dirty Carrot, I think, is a overworld item. Or is a monster item, I mean. Juicy Bones, definitely a monster drop. Yeah, we'll have to see. I will. A horde of bats!
Yeah, that's a lot of bats.
That's a lot of bats.
They drive you bats.
He really drives us
Nuke.
bats, bats, bats. He drives us bats.
Okay then.
Oh, that one just face planted. I feel bad for you.
Oh, well, we done over.
Well, that was efficient.
Yeah, I mean that got us 32 wind crystals.
Yep.
Beast flesh. This would be a good place to farm for beast flesh, at least.
Yeah. Okay, so just south of the fork, there should be a treasure chest to the west. Wait, stop. Back up. Like, go west.
There it is.
Yeah.
It's hidden by the camera.
That Terra bomb, because it was terribly important to get that. Oh, that's nice. Okay, now go deep south.
Oh, don't. No, never go deep south.
So, yeah.
Oh, defense 3.
Yeah.
God damn it. I applaud your shitty pun. Wear good shoes and you'll never see defeat. Okay, well, that's one 3 ornament that we don't have to buy. Oh, wait, you already had one. Oh, a medium area petrifying attack. Oh.
Okay, so... From here, I'm not sure. But let's try going east.
Sure,
The actual
let's go.
east exit. Okay. Okay, this area. Good.
Go investigate that little dangly part.
There's no treasure chest here.
Oh, there's no churches here?
Nope.
Oh, it's a large monster.
There is a large monster, however.
Oh. Ooh.
That is the Herb Scenic Route monster. Yeah, that was right there. That one.
Thick skin and dizzying attacks. Respawn with buttons.
Oh, I see. You put your boss guides over here. That would make more sense. Prevent fainting, basically.
Prevent fainting? Okay.
Yeah. By the way, to any game designers that probably aren't listening now but might be listening in the future, if you want to know how to use status conditions, pretty much the polar opposite of how this game uses them. Alright. Overwhelming of numbers because Mad Tree has the ability to call for allies. Of course it does.
That's not Mad Tree. This is Chronocider. Mad Tree is the one in the sewers.
Oh. They're next to each other. Okay. You also need to prevent fainting. Oh, fairly resilient because of golden order, which could see defense, also has a natural attack that inflicts faint. No, never mind, you need that anyways.
Yep.
Push your ally into the edge of the battlefield. Even the battle is straightforward, you still want to be careful because it can do significant damage. Use chain or S-craft when necessary, other than that you should be fine. In other words, pretty standard, but try to pick them off as quick as possible. As opposed to not, but you get the point. Yeah, don't forget you also have chains.
Chains are kind of underwhelming. It's like, if we chain with Sherazad and say Jin, one of our stronger fighters, we attack these people.
Ready?
And that's like 700. You can get the same effect out of a single cast of a spell, and not use up 20 CP from each person.
No, instead we use up EP, which...
Remember,
that,
she regenerates by walking. That's what the red gem that we put on her does, that we got from the Bracer Guilds.
Yeah. It's just it's a different resource. It does have the advantage of being instantaneous as well, which for AoEs is kind of a good thing. And non-elemental. Yeah, that should kill one of them.
Yeah.
So that one at 24.
Yeah, we're just gonna have someone hit it.
Yeah, this wasn't so bad, especially in comparison to the bullshit in the sewers.
Yeah, it's amazing what happens when you're forewarned about bullshit status conditions.
I'm so sorry.
Also, they don't just have an AoE that heals everybody.
Yeah, that can be a pain in the ass. Right. Gotta get Chloe up.
We're good to go.
Now to get Chloe in the way so she can die again.
I'm curing her, don't worry about it. She just got NPC'd to death, that's all. I cast Fist. Oh.
Doesn't Jin have a taunt?
Maybe. No, Estelle does.
I'm pretty sure Jin has a taunt, actually.
Oh, are we done already?
Alright.
Okay. So there should be an immediate fork north, and then there's another fork in the other area. Let's see where north goes.
Cutscene.
Okay, that's not where we want to go.
Well, that's where we are now.
Right, so load your save as soon as it lets you.
Okay, good. I'm gonna get roped into a long cutscene. Okay.
Because there's something missable in that area. I'm not sure if going back in order to finish this stuff would miss it. Yeah, just keep going this way and turn north at the fork.
Okay.
Alright. Keep going on the south part of the bend. Yeah, the south part of that first bend is a treasure chest. And in that big open area.
I waited 4 years for this game.
It's on the east side of this.
There it is.
20 of each septif. And Trox's chest.
Ah, Monty Python reference.
Yep.
Oh, insanely non-topical. What's cut
yeah.
the tallest tree in the forest with? A herring!
Okay, now go back to the Villa.
Okay.
Villa.
Villa.
Go back to the Bob.
Yep. A Sharkodile. Push that Sharkodile to death.
They messed with the wrong guy.
I love having a muscle wizard with us. Who isn't Agate.
I guess not really a muscle wizard. He uses a giant bullshit sword.
Cloud. He's a Clued. Okay. Anyone get
Alright,
a sense of
second
deja
part.
vu?
Well, you know.
Okay.
Alright, second part of Bryce Sorry is coming up. When you enter the courtyard, head east, where a group of children are playing with 2 pigeons.
Pigeons.
East is the... We noted that east is to your right.
I know.
Okay.
I'm talking to a woman. I'm enjoying the ambiance, Vince. You don't seem to have any appreciation for. Okay. That's ham.
One of the pigeons is named Eggs. This is your only chance to talk to
Yep.
Eggs, so do it immediately.
I have
Alright.
2 eggs.
Alright. Go inside the Villa, cutscene will occur.
Alright, I got $20 that the little girl is actually the totally 1,000-year-old dragon member of Ouroboros. Because every evil organization in anime has to have some kind of sassy middle school child. See, black hair ribbon, she's Satan. Precocious and whimsical. In other words, a bitch. You don't like kids, do you? What? Sorry, I was imagining kicking the child. Look, I'm not evil. I'm just a tour guide in a place where people bring a lot of children, so naturally, I despise children.
Alright. At this point, you can look around the villa, search for potential objects a child could hide in, such as bench, table, or vase, or podium if you like. Next, head over to northwest room, or two room. You'll end up in the royal villa. If you look at all the objects, you have the option to give up. However, we want to find her on our own because VP is at stake. Because M in the balls behind the countertop, top, as demonstrated below. So as you can see in this picture that you can't see,
Obviously, she'll come out when she smells the delectable sea breeze soup that we're eating in the middle of the villa.
Yep. Okay, so find the royal villa lounge. That. It will have a bar, basically.
Oh, okay, I know where the bar is.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe I don't. I thought it was over here. Maybe it's the lower room?
That's not it.
Nope. Because I thought the bar was this door, but it's locked currently. Oh god, no.
Like.
Oh god, no. Oh god, no. I take it back. Undo the door. I undo the door.
You have to go through here, actually. No, you don't. But this does give me directions to where you need to go. Go. It's like you're on house arrest because of the crap you did. Be happy she didn't break out the guillotine.
Can we just do a boss fight with him where he just cowers and screams and we beat him to death? You're better known for the citizenry in the same way that most citizens know the name of the Black Death. You are a plague, Dunnan.
So it's a Black Death and more like, I don't know, kind of an Swine flu. Let's go with swine flu.
I think that
Sounds like a more appropriate title. Black Death makes him sound more serious than he actually is, though.
Chloe, you have the patience of a saint. No court in this nation would convict us if Jin impaled him on the fireplace guard over there. Just up, down, tombstone pile driver, like the Undertaker.
Okay, so yeah, it should be the northwest door, 2 doors from his.
Yeah, that's locked right now.
Huh.
Unless we had to talk to him first and then do it.
Entirely possible.
Yeah, we murdered our nobles, and now we have democracy. It still sucks, but it sucks slightly less than the one we had before.
Democracy is not a panacea that solves all of your problems.
No.
It's just better than everything else.
No, it's not. I'm not going to start a politics chat due to our mad pact, but
Yeah.
suffice it to say that
That's
Jin
pretty
here
much
has a
what they-
different output. Or a different
Yeah.
outlook on things. Okay, yeah, see, now that we've talked to him, the people are gone from the front of this door, and we can actually go into it. So we had to do that conversation before
Okay.
we did.
Examine the balls behind the countertop. Literally go around. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, I found a small child. So interestingly, this is one of the few, because you could have looked around at a bunch of objects,
Uh-huh.
which I didn't mention that you could do, because this is one of the few that you might actually lose BP on for being too thorough in your investigation.
Yeah. Okay,
They're
yeah,
not-
she's evil as balls. she is
She's
Satan child.
fine. Oh, I think we've met her before, actually. Yeah, we've met her before. Say
Yeah.
that like she's some sort of sleeper agent for Ouroboros or something stupid like that.
I'm not saying she's a sleeper agent for Ouroboros. I'm saying she's an active agent of Ouroboros. I'm saying that she's holding at least 5 knives and 1 chain gun somewhere on her person inside of that weird goth Lolita skirt.
Just because she has a unique model and portrait.
Well, there's a lot of people who have a
She's
unique model and
somehow
portrait and
involved
aren't a
in
member of
plot.
Ouroboros.
True. It doesn't mean they're actually important enough that they deem giving them a unique model and portrait, though. Like Duke Dunham.
Okay,
Okay.
now I have an NPC with us.
Yep.
The Death Child. Alright, come along, Sailor Saturn.
Grancel, the embassy mission. This is part of plot events, but solutions are simply stated here. Okay, so back to Grancel, basically.
Back to
We're done.
Grancel.
We're done with the villa. The
The
word.
Villa. The Villa. We're done with the Bob Villa.
Yes.
Damn it, now you got me saying it! The memes! I've been infected by your memes! Ah. I'm gonna turn off my pain inhibitors at this rate. Alright, so we're just running back. We're not getting into fights because we have the precocious death child with us.
Yeah, we should be fine. I'm pretty sure she's not incredibly vulnerable. Actually, I'm fairly certain she's not incredibly vulnerable. Is that the butler?
Yeah, that's the butler for Duke Shitlord, yeah.
Yeah.
We have, actually. We've had the unfortunate happenstance of being around your... ward. We didn't even know he was there. I just stumbled into his room and you decided to be nice to him. Again, Chloe, you have the patience of a saint, and that only proves that you're the better choice for Queen. I still say we should have just fed him to the crocodiles.
You're not wrong.
I'm fairly certain that everyone who saw him get eaten by the crocodiles would have their tumors miraculously cured. That's how much his death would benefit the world. Making my way downtown.
Alright. So you should have a side quest, side mission, the missing exhibit. Or something. Wait.
No.
Oh, head back to the guild in Grancel and talk to Elman. Sorry.
Okay.
Missed a line item instruction.
Hi, Cassius.
Sid.
Oh, that's it, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sid's model and,
Well, they're both wearing
Cassius
the
is
military
both-
uniform.
they're both brown-haired with a little coif in the front, and...
And the military uniform, which does not really distinguish them.
yeah. Also, in keeping with his working behind-the-scenes persona, it makes more sense for him
Cassius
to be
to
here than, for him to be
Yeah,
here than Cassius.
Yeah, Cassius appears as little as possible.
Yeah. Cassius is busy with hunting down Ouroboros, so he sent a messenger. In this case, no,
Cassius is busy with lining up a bunch of other people to do the work that Cassius wants done.
Yep.
Ironically. Stuff that would be easier for him to do himself in certain ways. Right, now that we've let the small child off, let's talk freely about important secret business in the room with 2 foreign agents. Known foreign agents.
To be fair, Jin is not an official agent. He's literally just a martial artist here on a journey that we press-ganged into thing. No, Olivier is absolutely an agent of a foreign country. Yeah, literally there is one party in Liberal that wants this treaty to proceed, which is the Queen and her, official royal court and the military, and then there's literally everyone else who doesn't want this to, for a number of other reasons.
Wait, wants what to proceed?
To the peace treaty.
Oh, yeah,
The Queen wants the peace treaty to proceed. The military hates the Erebonians because there was very recently a very fucked up war that is still being worked through, or the repercussions of which are still being worked through today. Calvard has always been wary of the Liberal Kingdom, from what we've heard. And they just fucking hate the Erebonians. Which is valid, considering the Erebonians are basically, from what we've understood, a fascist nobility culture?
Entirely possible. I think we know mostly about Liberal, and that's about it.
From what we've heard about Erebonia, it's a very locked down kind of place. Where censorship is actively practiced. Even, like, fiction books aren't allowed. And we know that they frequently hire Jaegers to do dirty work against both the Liberal military and against other people, from conversations that we had in the first game. So, add to that the fact that the Intelligence Division remnants are still out there, that Ouroboros just wants to cause chaos, maybe for the goal of getting their hands on mysterious precursor relics, maybe just for shits and giggles because, Professor Evil Eyes can't masturbate normally anymore.
Somehow I think that last was probably the most valid theory. Considering how little of a fuck they give about actually completing their own damn mission.
So, I don't think it takes a genius to see where the plot's going here. Especially when they point out that, that little plot, or thread that they just did. So they were saying, like, okay, I know we're asking you to investigate all these places because they all got death threats based on the treaty, but we can't exactly ignore a child just getting abandoned by their parents. And Scheherazade and Estelle were like, well, hey, all the places that got threatening letters are also places where her parents could have gone. And so while we're there investigating the death threats, we'll just check out and see what happened to the parents as well, and see if they, like, turned into the hotel, or if they booked passage out for some reason, because Estelle and Scheherazade are kind of working on the theory that, like, the parents didn't seem bad, but on the whole, they did just up and abandon their child at the villa. You almost got me to say villa again.
I don't know, they looked fine the last time we met them.
We're gonna find Tita tied up over a pit of flying crocodiles. Not even for any particular reason, but just because, like, man, I haven't done any of the evil overlord things in a while. Pit of crocodiles! I mean, they're right outside the city. They're easy to get. Trader from Crossbow. Harold and Sophia Hayworth. Okay, they're also forcing us into a specific party.
Yeah, that makes sense, considering Tita
Yeah,
went off.
we need to get into a lot of different places that only specific members can get into.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well,
Giving him some clothes.
okay.
On the upside, the way we built our party, it only took one person away from us.
Yeah, basically swapped Cher for Olivier.
Yes. Although with our arts-heavy setup, if we were going to lose one person, I would not want to have lost Olivier. Or lost Scheherazade.
Cher. Yeah.
Chloe has a medium-range area attack as well, but hers is enemy-based, so we have less control over where that goes.
Hmm.
Though we still keep our punch wizards, so not everything's bad.
Yeah.
Let's see if the new gun... Yes, the new gun is better than the O-type orbital. I feel sad for that individual who made this O-type orbital gun alpha. Because the thing we bought in the store here in Grand Cell is better than his gun.
Don't forget his ordnance.
Oh, right. Ordnance. Oh, he's going to be useful for grinding. We got to get that off of him when we swap back to existing characters.
Oh, yeah. Like when we're done with him, but...
And Scheherazade walked off with our action 2, so we need to go buy another one.
Oh yeah, go check the board, the Bracers Guild as well.
Oh, yes, you're right. I think we're just going to save up for an action 3. No sense buying an action 2 if we're just going to immediately grind out for more.
Yep, missing a step. Okay.
Oh god, this is going to be another fucking Blue Blanc quest.
How many do we get for that one?
BP4. For
Okay, that was the secret. Okay,
Yeah.
and the Lost Child we still have. Got it.
Lost Child we still have, yes.
Okay.
And we did find her. She was under the counter in the lounge. I won the hide and seek
Yeah.
contest, so.
Yes.
East block near the landing port.
Yeah. This is exactly what that says. Should be a building on the left saying the History Museum.
That's an MC. This is the
It's-
right.
it's- You see, near the landing station entrance.
I can't see shit on the map here. There we
Okay,
go. That building... There, I guess?
yeah, I think it's the...
Oh, no, yeah, it's this building right up here. Yeah, the History Museum. There
Yeah.
we go.
Talk to the museum director. Just probably that guy upstairs. Walking into a wall. Yep. I'm staring at this place where there used to be a portrait.
God damn it! I like to imagine he's pissing off the other members just as much, because they all want to, like, fight us or, you know, actually get down to business and do Ouroboros plans, and they're like, where's Blue Blanc? He's supposed to be helping me set up this, you know, precursor super jackhammer or whatnot. And he's like, oh, he's off doing his, you know, Phantom Thief bullshit again and messing around with, you know, Bright's kid. God fucking damn it! Why can't he just murder children like the rest of us? Zin, when did we tell you about that? Oh, okay, you guys told me about him. Okay, okay. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah. What did we tell you about that? You guys told me about him. Oh.
I
guess
guess
I
that's a
clarified
short story to say. There's this guy named Blue Blanc. He dresses in a white suit and top hat. He's an asshole.
All right, West Block. There's a small house near the cathedral. This is General Morgan's residence. On the second floor, examine the grandfather clock.
So
West
West Block.
Small house near the cathedral.
Yep.
Or Hosu, because typos.
That's not the onlooker of time. That's the thing you look at. Like a pillar of time, sure. Fucking Blue Block's getting lazy. The symbol perched on the ground.
All right, South Block.
To South Block. Oh, oh. There we go. Okay, South Block.
All right. Find the fountain.
It's down here. Not the bird, the actual statue. That's the symbol of Liberal. Foreign Manse, exhibiting the will of the Blue Knight.
All right, East Block.
East block.
Go to the Calavardian Embassy to the south.
Okay. Yep. Oh, right, no, he's a bracer. Right, I remember. He is a
Yeah.
bracer member from Calvard.
Yeah, because bracers are actually technically international, or something.
Look, all I do is hit on people. I'm not a bad guy. Well, it could be worse. I could be Blue Blanc. A filthy thief who has stolen my heart.
Okay, there's both main plot things to do and a continuation of the Blue Blanc quest. Let's see. Let Zane do all the talking after entering the embassy. Ascend the first set of staircases, enter room on your right. You'll find 3 bookshelves to the left side of the room.
Sounds like a good place to put down another save. Yep, so 3 bookcases.
Alright. This is the start of the achievement Blue Knight. Read all 22 chapters and you'll get the achievement. Where bit bugs, so make sure
Christ.
they're save file ready. Yep.
Okay, so we're gonna make a separate save so that we can come back and read this. Because, like with
Well,
the
hey, chapter 15 is the one we actually need to read.
yeah, yes, but one of the things I do want to do is read all of the stories in the game. So
Yeah.
probably the next time, not today, but next Saturday, when we have Shiv here, we will do what we did for the book from the first one.
Yeah.
And go through it and read it at the start of the game, or start of the stream, and then go on.
Yeah.
So right now, though, we need to read number 15. You said, right?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna skim through that for now, and then we will properly read it afterwards.
Yeah. I think we can just re-enter here and read it, so we don't have to worry about it, but I'm not sure.
I made a separate save just in case.
Yeah. It is actually an achievement to read the whole thing.
Yes. Just like there is for reading Gambler Jack and all of the Lego news.
Anyways, go to the very top and enter the large door. There's yeah.
Yeah, talk to her. Does anyone in the Republic oppose the signing of the pact? Oh boy, I'll get some tea. The Hawk faction! To me, my Hawkmen! Caw-caw! Brigadier General God King Cassius Bright, long may he shine over all of us. You're not an inexperienced newbie.
You stopped a coup.
Even if you were only a junior racer, you were officially recognized as an A-rank junior bracer, which has to amount to something, or else why give out the fucking title? Also, you're the fucking coup breaker! I don't care that you were a junior bracer when it happened. I don't care that Cassius came in and cleaned up a good chunk of the actual military behind your back. That was cool of him to do. But god damn it, we fought off the Jaeger, we won that fight for the BP. I want them to acknowledge.
Then I stood here and cast Earthshield constantly to make the boss fight trivial.
Doesn't matter how we did it, we did it. If I was to thwart a terrorist plot of, like, blowing up a bus full of kittens by hitting the terrorist in the face with a pillow so that he couldn't get to the detonator until the cops got there, I would still have thwarted a terrorist attack against a bus full of kittens.
This is an unusually PG analogy, but okay.
I don't know, it's the first place my mind went to.
Yeah, we're done here.
Okay, we're done in here? Cool. I do like the design in here. The nice dark wood, the turquoise flooring.
Yeah.
Cool.
No, it's
Cool geometric
nice
pattern.
to actually see something that we haven't seen a million fucking times.
Well, that's because we've never seen Calvardian architecture and design before.
No, we really haven't.
Looks like it's a weird mix between, like, Eastern style and a more formal, like... I don't know, like Eastern European design with a hint of...
A bit of Japanese.
Yeah,
to
just
it.
a little bit of, like, Japanese flair with some of the decorations and accoutrements.
Yeah. So far I remember the Grand Arena's in this area.
Oh yeah, the Grand Arena is in this area.
Alright, do we have anti-freeze accessories?
Oh Christ, are we gonna have to fight a fight on this one?
I have... We're going to the arena. But,
Oh, we're going to the arena. Okay.
Almost certain. Yes.
Okay, yes, we went and bought a bunch of softnet caps. Yes, we have freeze defense for everybody. Okay.
All right, go to the Grand Arena.
Is that where the next Blue Blanc thing is, or?
That's the end of this quest, basically.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, the spooky music.
Go forward. You'll end up in the arena itself.
Ah, okay. These are the stands. So...
Yeah.
Those doors are both locked.
I'm going to guess these both are locked as well.
Nope.
No, there's not.
Okay.
Right, now ready your Pokemon.
Yeah, I was gonna say. What kind of Pokemon type do you think the gym in Grand Cell, capital of Liberl, would be focused around?
Hmm. Probably flying, considering. Considering the fine liberal art of throwing birds and things.
Where were they keeping that?
In that other chamber. Master Cryon casts Diamond Dust and nothing else. Cryon Bids are more of a threat because it can inflict freeze to any of your allies. Battle is pretty annoying, so use fire arts like Spiral Flare to deal significant damage. Other than that, you'll be alright.
Get your mojo working now.
Also remember to rest an inn every time you get back to a town.
Oh yeah, whoops. Oh well, it's
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah,
What's done is done.
yeah. May want to eliminate the bits because I think they have far less hit points.
Oh no, you don't. See, if you have enemies that use status, it's fine to make them do that attack on an art, so that you have a chance to do this and impede them.
Yeah.
Then you can have status
Now-
effects be as drastic as you want, and have them be punishments for not paying attention to a boss condition.
Yeah. As opposed to how they currently are in this fight, where they're on the small annoying ads. Doing normal attacks that you can't interrupt or anything.
Take that.
You don't have
Nope. Well, just punch something really, really hard.
a... Yep.
And I don't remember if Chloe has an interrupt or not.
She does. She has more interrupts.
Let me show you the true essence of beauty.
A gun! After all, if you pull a gun out and say, "Am I beautiful?" chances are someone's going to say yes. Not for the reasons you're looking for, but, you know, they'll say it. Knock that off.
Yeah.
Knock it off!
You just cast it normal. I guess that works.
Aha, punch! God damn it. There!
Okay, finally someone hit.
Wrong guy.
We got a fish fillet out of that. Yay. Unfortunately, the monsters completely ravaged the painting. We had to hang this forgery instead. Our credibility is ruined. But thanks. Douchebags. Okay. Now that we are done with
Right.
that quest.
We're indeed done with that nonsense.
Okay.
Okay, so back to the actual main quest.
We're gonna stop at the Bracer Guild real quick and return in that.
Yeah.
Thing. Then we're gonna go stop at the inn. One screen up.
Okay. North Block.
North Block. We're in the North Block.
Okay. Enter the house next entrance to Grand Cell Castle.
Okay.
Go to the second floor. Talk to Norch.
Oh, fishing rod.
Yep. She'll give you a bamboo fishing rod.
You
This
look
is
like a
apropos.
filthy peasant fisherman.
This is apropos of nothing. You can just do this.
Yep.
Apparently. We already did the Calivard Embassy, Erebonia Embassy, which is in the East Block.
Yeah, I believe it's. Oh, that's actually missing. Wrong gate. Oh, no more food. I'm gonna stop and get more food.
No, and the East Block to be precise. Yep. Ultima ice cream.
Right, you have Royal Gelato.
Eat this and cause a giant non-elemental magical explosion.
No, that's a healing item. Unfortunately, it's not one of our damage.
Aw.
Ice cream.
Northern part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe this is it. Yep, there we go.
Yeah.
black-haired soldier came out of the embassy. Where in the hell have you been? I've been places. I love Olivier sometimes. No, that's the opposite. That's what Blue Blanc does, and we hate him. Stop being creepy, Olivier. The Trails of Cold Steel games, I believe, actually take place in Erebonia. So,
Possibly.
I know they don't take place in Lo.
Actually, yeah, I very likely considering one of the elements of the Seven Seas of Carnelia novels. And I think she's actually one of the characters in Trails of Cold Steel. Speaking of which, there's a bookshelf full of all the Carnelia novels from the previous game. It is not an achievement to read these ones, thankfully.
No, because you were already supposed to read those in the first game.
Yes. Also, we already did.
I see you've returned, my wayward sex robot. We were fooled for years into thinking he was a living person, only to realize he's been programmed with only the ability to eat, sleep, and dream about having carnal relations.
Not actually have them, just dream about them.
Yeah. Lord knows he's never getting it in real life. Estelle, you have my thanks and my pity in equal measure. Ignoring the lunatic.
The lunatic we put up with for some reason.
Because he's hilarious, because it pisses off Blue Blanc. And because if he's here, we can easily cuff him in the back of the head and stop him from doing whatever he's about to do.
Granted.
You have so little faith in me? You thought we had faith in you?
Okay, so after you ever talk with Basser, company you adore, do not leave because Miller is your ticket on the next volume Gambler Jack. So let's see. Yeah, Gambler Jack Volume 4 is in here, but it involves Miller. Go talk with the ambassador, I think.
We'll lay down another save, just in case.
Yeah.
Welcome to the Erebonian Embassy, guests. Ignore my melting face. I have strayed too close to the candles, and I fear my face is not survived. I had hoped you'd drowned.
Try not to worry the poor fool we put in charge of you.
Zin, zin, zin. Elbow, elbow, has no effect. President Rocksmith? That explains why everybody's mad at him. He's just in his office doing guitar on 360 all day. Or on PS3. Or on PC. Pick it up now. Don't pick it up now.
Don't ever pick it up.
Don't ever pick it up. The Blood and Iron Chancellor, Gileath Osborne. And this is why I love Olivier. Because everyone
occasionally
underestimates him right up until he sticks a dagger in your ribs. Or a gun to your temple.
Okay. After you have talked with him, he'll accompany you to the door.
Yep.
Somehow.
Yeah, he's in our party. He's following us.
Okay. Go. Do not leave.
Yeah.
Go to the library on the left side of the embassy. On the second floor.
Left side of the embassy, second floor. Right here.
Yep. Talk with that guy.
Okay, cool. Here, take this contraband before we get our hands cut off.
That only happens if what's his name is in your party.
Yeah, Mueller's with us.
Yeah.
Okay, now we can leave.
Yep. Head to Gransel Castle.
Head to Gransel Castle. Head to Gransel Castle. Oh, how saucy. You fool, you've talked about penetration. Olivier's in now.
But yeah, the Grancel Castle.
The
wherever the hell that is.
Grancel Castle. Actually, it looks like the majority of the stuff we'll be doing for this session is talking stuff, like just plot progression. So
Mostly, yeah.
it'll be a good chance to do some grinding during the week and come back for trying to kill that monster in the sewers.
Yeah.
Private Alutz. Private Dan. But you ain't got no sprites, Lieutenant Dan.
If you want to just randomly walk around the palace, you people we vaguely trust, that's perfectly okay, too.
Well, okay, we're the winners of the martial arts tournament. We also stopped the coup. We're also in good with the queen.
And we're accompanied by the princess, because they actually recognize
Well-
her, which is
Well,
wild.
but they didn't recognize her until she walked forward.
Yeah.
Because she was being hidden by the, weird pervert in a coat, the leader of the winner of the martial arts tournament and the person who helped stop the coup, and this giant of a man.
She was literally hiding in a shadow.
I'm
Not a
fairly
special ability or
certain the
anything, his shadow
guild.
is just that big.
I'm fairly certain with where he's standing right now, the guild is hiding in his shadow. Welcome back to my house, humble brag. Okay, Grancel Castle. I'm sure there's something here that we need to get before we actually do our business.
Located north and north. What's that? First talk to Hilda. Oddly enough, no.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, no. It's just a bunch of talking. Yeah, first talk to Hilda. She's found the information room.
Yep. 1 second real quick.
Yep.
I'm gonna take a small break here. I will be right back.
Yeah.
Okay, and I'm back.
As am I.
Haha! We have both returned at the proper time.
Yep.
Teach me recipes.
The recipes of the royal castle are closely guarded royal secrets.
Due to the safety of all guests of the royal castle, we have banned the use of cornflakes. We have sent reparations for the incident to the families involved. Okay, so what are the directions to get to the room I'm supposed to be going? Because this place is a maze. I'm back at the start area of the castle.
Just a second, I'm on my phone.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay, sorry. Good phone call.
Oh, that's fine.
Let's see. From this one, it said, talk to Hilda. She's found the information room. Where the information room is, I don't know. But I
Okay.
would assume this one.
Let's go in random doors. Got it.
I'm going to guess it's probably this room, considering what it looks like. Though possibly not.
Nope, doesn't look like it.
Okay. So yes, my best guess is go in random doors.
Alright. There we go.
Okay, yes, as I had made. Oh wait, no, he put the instructions of how to get there afterwards in a completely separate sentence.
That
So I
would just
thought
be a
was the
copy
next
paste error on his
instructions.
part.
Yeah. Grand Cylinder, descend the large staircase to your left into the hall on your left as well. Go straight towards the opposite end of the hall. There you'll find Hilda somewhere in the information room. After your conversation with her, it's time to visit the Queen. From the guest room, go east and continue to move forward. So from here.
Mhm. I mean, we already know what's going on, basically, with the parents.
And what do you think's going on with the parents?
So, my running theory is that the little girl is, in fact, a no-joke member of Ouroboros, and the two people are literally blackmailed or press-ganged or otherwise, forced to act as her mother and father, and she's using them as a cover to get into places, because she's touring the royal castle. She's going to all the different places around town that are involved in the treaty. And as was noted in the Bracer Guild and reinforced here, these are all places, like, with the exception of the actual royal castle where we are right now, those are all places that tourists would normally have gone. So she's basically, like, social engineering her way into places. And my guess is that those aren't her real mother and father. She took the child and is threatening to kill the child if they don't pretend to be her parents. Because this is the same group of people that employ the Dick Wolf, who vividly fantasized about pulping Chloe's skull. Or not Chloe's skull, Tita's skull. Who became visibly excited by the prospect of striking her in the head until her head was pulped. That was a verb that was used. Pulped. They are cartoonishly evil. In addition to, the earthquake machine and the hologram projector and whatnot.
You mean the things that are literally cartoonish supervillain plots?
Yes. Cheetah, you have razor-sharp claws! Scarecrow, you're made of straw! That is one of the greatest commercials that Cartoon Network ever made.
Back in the era of the Cartoon Network shorts. Yeah.
Back when Cartoon Network gave a shit.
Mostly, yeah.
Okay, so we're finished with that.
Alright. So, out of this room, there were directions. From the guest bedroom, go east to continue to move forward. So, east.
East. Okay.
Keep going straight until you see stairs. Climb the stairs.
Downstairs.
Keep going forward until you reach the Queen's private chamber.
Oh, okay, no, sorry, wrong stairs.
I think it was
Yeah,
the
she's
stairs
talking
they
about
ran
these
by.
stairs,
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the Queen's private chamber's not here.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We threw some grass seeds on this stone and some of it actually started to sprout.
Something septith. That's the explanation. Don't ask questions, it's magic. Squee! So, like I said last time, one of the plot twists in this game has already been spoiled for me because the Trails in the Sky 3rd chapter Steam page spoils it.
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
It's interesting to note that everyone trips over Olivier's name.
Well, yeah. Okay, you have the same spoiler I have on that.
Yes.
Uh,
They have to remind themselves that Olivier is Mr.
Yeah.
Lenheim. It's another example of the good writing in this game.
yeah. It also makes the embassy extra funny. in
Yes.
general.
No, you don't take responsibility for that. They tried to murder you and your fucking nephew. Joined them. Absolutely none of this is your responsibility.
Yeah, no, it's just right there. That is kind of amusing, actually.
Yeah, they have the right to express that idea. When it crosses over into, I'm going to murder the queen.
Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking when it comes to that one screenshot on the Steam page.
Yeah, like, I don't think the marketing was thinking about that, but that's a spoiler that comes out of nowhere? Unless you know about it, in which case then you start seeing all the little ways that they've peppered in that secret.
Which honestly makes me think they should have spoiled it earlier, but it's another matter entirely.
Well, I mean, they started to in the first game when they, like, at the end of the game when you meet the ambassador guy, and he lets on that Olivier is way more than just a bard and a vagabond.
Yeah.
Scheherazade suspected him, but...
Mm-hmm.
Also things like this, when Olivier most of the time is just a boisterous jester, and then immediately when he's within earshot of any government official, he breaks out things like this question, which is actually a really good question.
Yeah.
Or at least a very poignant and thought-out question.
Where he occasionally manifests as someone competent and political. Is this the game slowing down or just the connection?
What? That's the connection. The game's not slowing down.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Oh, no, we are dropping frames, though, so... Little hiccup, game, yes, no? Okay. Looks like it was a momentary hiccup, and now it's back to...
Back to normal, yeah.
Back to normal. We're still at 0.3%. It dropped about 1,000 frames. Also, I'm going to bet money they're not actually from Crossbell. Okay. I do also really like the purple aesthetic in this room.
Yeah.
I think it would look gaudy in an actual room.
It would not work in an actual room. At least
Yeah,
not
but the way that the
yeah.
colors wash out in the models
In
in
the-
general, the way that the chrome, or not the chrome, the gradients and stuff are working, the purple works for here. Because they're trying to create this, like, not otherworldly, but they're trying to paint this as, like, a very auspicious and royal place. Which makes sense, because it's the queen's private area.
Yeah.
Like, out here, it's almost like there's less of a filter, so you don't get that same kind of off-purple shine, like, compared to here, where you see a bunch of, like, purple gradient overlaid, like, shadow.
In general, it's impressive because they basically effectively faked a lighting effect in here.
Yeah.
It's not actually there because you would be able to see it on characters, but they basically shaded the entirety of that room as if light was actually coming in through, like, yeah.
Well, you can even see it, like, here, where the shading of the tree is very subtly different here, even though, like you said, it's not showing on Estelle and the other sprites.
Yeah.
Overall, just very competent work. I'm very impressed by the team that made this.
Yeah.
There's a reason that this series is thought of very highly in JRPG circles.
Mm.
Okay, so, enough rambling and enough admiring the architecture. We have talked to the Queen. What is the next thing on our list?
The next thing on our list is, let's see, sun should be setting, talk to Anton again at the staircase near the department store.
Okay, Anton again. Got it.
Yep.
Oh, cutscene first.
Yeah. Sun is setting.
Uh-huh. You heard the man. Let's not waste any more time. To the mall. You know, one of the things I thought they would put in, but I'm surprised they didn't, is a little, like, moment here. Because this is the last place that Estelle saw Joshua.
Yeah.
Or, well, second to last place. The last place she saw Joshua was on the balcony.
Was on top. Yeah.
I guess this place holds way more meaning for Joshua than it would Estelle. This is where Estelle was going to talk about her feelings about Joshua, which I'm still conflicted about. I guess that's just a cultural thing. Oh no, dirty carrots aren't a
Oh, yeah, you can just buy them.
thing. You can just buy them. So it looks like... what was that thing with dirty carrots? The last ingredient. I'm almost certain the young lady plate is totally buyable. Curry of Dreams was the one I was looking up. And tricolored rice is definitely buyable. Milled flour, marbled steak, flaky potato, crisp onion.
Crisp onion.
I believe
possible?
all those are buyable. There's the sharp cheese we need for another ingredient. So milled flour, of course, because
Marbled steak.
of those. Marbled steak, crisp onion, and flaky potato. Yeah.
Yeah.
So a bunch of the, or at least a few of the ones that are just pure health on that menu. The Curry of Dreams and the Young Lady Plate are both completely buyable in stores, which I actually like.
Yeah.
Part of my grind, in addition to getting everyone their level 3 quartzes, are probably also going to be picking up 99 of all the ingredients for Curry of Dreams. Which the real gateway to that is probably going to be marbled steak.
Yep.
Because marbled steak is like 200 per unit. Actually, now I'm curious. Oh. Yes.
Cattail.
How many pieces are we missing from that outfit?
Good question.
Huh.
And what the hell does it even do?
I have no idea. That's something I'll look up at another time, though. For now, it's just nice to know that this guy is the accessory merchant. He sells gems that... He sells things that basically protect against everything.
Yes.
Okay, so we have one of each of the cat items. We have cat suit. We have... the cat tail, and we have cat foot slippers.
So probably a chest item of some sort. Oh,
No,
you have cat suit.
we have cat suit, we have suit, foot, and single accessory. I would imagine that the only thing we're missing is a weapon?
Yeah, there's one.
My
There's
curiosity
one
is
more
piqued
cat
now.
item.
There is?
Yeah, it's a massive speed increase if you put them all on.
Oh, okay. It's probably another accessory, actually, because there'd be 2 accessories for it to make a whole set. That would be interesting to put on Jin. Just to give Jin a massive speed increase and have him take like, turn after turn of just punching people in the face. Since he does almost as much damage, if not more, than we do with our spells.
Oh, yeah, it is another accessory.
Is it available now?
Looks like it might be. Not sure where. No, it's okay. They're both just sold by a different merchant later in the game. It looks like.
Ah, okay. So probably the last. We'll probably. It's probably with that guy, so that if you haven't picked up any of the other pieces, you can rebuy them.
Yeah.
Cat merchant. Da 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 da. Let's see. Hold on. We're looking for the general store, which is up here. It's a cafe.
Did you forget to talk to what's his name, which was the reason why we went there in the first place?
I did completely, yes. I completely forgot to talk to him. I, who am so insignificant. If only I could be so grossly incandescent instead of just so gross. I'm trying to find the person who just sells healing items. Like smelling salts and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the person up here. Yeah, okay.
Reviving bombs.
Yep.
Not actually that much.
Yeah, they're only 200, and that's... Actually... Yeah, EP charges are where they gouge you.
Yes.
As well as Tira bombs, because almost any food we can make at this point is a better investment than
And terra bombs.
And terra bombs.
Yeah.
Terrible.
They want you to engage in the food system.
Yes. Which, to be fair, the food system is pretty good, especially since now we have more recipes that we can just buy flat out. Like, even if I don't go and buy 99, I can still get enough for, like, say, 10 uses of Curry of Dreams, which is 10 party-wide 2200 heals.
Yeah.
Or we have the Young Lady Plate, which is cheaper to get all the ingredients for, and cures KO, so we don't have to waste it on revives.
Mm-hmm.
Or the Macho Meat Stew. The Macho Meat Stew the Macho Meat Stew definitely needs drops. Because fish fillet,
fish
tender
fillet.
poultry, and beast flesh are all...
Yeah. I think those are all drops, yeah.
A pot full of meat. Lots of meat. Stupid amounts of meat. Oh, that sounds heavenly, actually.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. So we talked to Anton. We've done our shopping.
Talk to Antoine, head over to West Block, go to the Liberal News Station, next to the Barrel Coffee House.
Yep, I remember where the Liberal News is. Next to the coffee house, because they're all addicted to caffeine.
Go to the top floor and talk to Jackass.
Hey, he's not a jackass. Niall's a rough around the edges kind of guy, but he's actually been pretty good to us. Every time. And he screams at his camera woman because his camera woman is basically a child.
I mean, you're not wrong on that one, but...
Zin the Immovable. Dead rising off the record. Niall Burns. I don't think we ever heard his full name first.
No.
Niall Burns. Full name before this. Darn right it did. I'm an adult with experience, and you are not. Now, I need to get your input on this book I'm writing about the coup and the fact that you and your team fought off a Jaeger at the top of the tower.
Well, you see, it involved reloading our save over and over again until the RNG favored us.
Ah, that's heavy. He was incredibly reliable. Every time we needed some kind of, like, big scoop to, get us in the right direction in the first game, here comes Niall Burns. Nya Burns.
Right. Back to the guild.
Back to the guild. I need pictures. Pictures of Cassius Bright. Unless they're planning to build a phantom image of a military airship and use the earthquake machine to simulate bombs. God fucking damn it, I hope that's the case. Why don't we just use an actual airship? Because this is more evil. Oh, okay.
There should be a question coming up.
It's, wait a minute.
Yep. Second.
I really hope this guild leader guy does not end up with, like, a knife buried in his back, slumped over that chest.
Yeah, he'll probably be fine. The rest of the town, on the other hand.
Gotta practice social distancing. I don't want to get the septic fever. I'm a danger to myself and others. And this is where she blackmails us. Look, you know I'm right! Aww. Sad memories.
Sad memories indeed.
Here we go. Yeah, she's way too fucking observant for a child, is the other thing. Is, like, the first thing that tipped me off, like, I was joking that she was the evil Lolita character. And then she the thing she said was, that she recognized the region that Scheherazade was from, because she knows that the darker skin tones come from the southern part of the continent.
Mm-hmm.
And ever since then, she's just been, like, very hyper-observant for a child. And not in the, like, the innocent kind of way. Like, if she'd asked, like, you know, Miss Estelle, why are you sad? But it's specifically, why are you sad when you walked into this room? I just don't know if she's an assassin or an informant, is the only thing I haven't pinned down.
I know exactly what's up, or I've just been playing coy.
I know.
Not
Continue to play coy. I want to see how this plays out.
Yeah.
But I'm sure she's a part of Ouroboros. I just want to find out if she's meant to be the assassin or just meant to gather information for the real assassin.
Meanwhile...
Oh, look, Jaegers. Screw it, trap schmaps.
Mhm. Trash maps, big sword get will hit him with his big sword.
The Orgueil. I believe that's how you pronounce that? The Orgueil?
Unless it's
The
French, in which case it's
Orgueil?
something Orgillier.
Orgueil.
We'll go with Orgillier. It's probably nothing close, but we'll go with that anyways.
Oh, okay. Actually, I had to
Yep.
do this fight. Alright. Fuck me sideways, I guess.
Considering how little they're actually doing.
Okay, what arts do you know? No, all the fire ones. You know fire, you know air, you know earth. What are your crafts? Penetrate
Hit
and
things.
impede, okay.
Huh, okay.
Exchanges HP for CP. Oh my god. Okay.
Yeah. That's the reason why he's bullshit at later levels, because he can just basically charge his own CP.
Alright, well. Yeah, let's just look at the Gouty area attacks first. What arts do you know? You know some healing, you know more of the stone stuff. Alright, you guys are just basically a generic mix.
And then she has her attacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well.
Yep. That was
Just beat
unimpressive.
him with a sword.
Stop! Stop, thank you. At least you have items. It's not my items, I don't care.
Yep.
Oh god, my organs!
Quick, hit him with faggot.
Oh yeah!
Because I'm pretty sure we're done after this with these two.
Oh, look, somebody dressed up a small child in adult clothes. I am enforcer number 0 because I can't count yet.
I have but one of the 40 or 50 hands of Ouroboros. We have no idea what we're talking about. We've just kind of gone off the rails with these analogies.
Annalise, he's an anime child, don't worry about it. They're robots. Like, they're very clearly robots. You can look at them and they're like, probably robots. They're very clearly robots. Archaisms.
You're subdued.
Hi, Agate, who's pretty much a better version of or not Agate, Keith, who's a better version of Agate in every way.
Well, you know. Behold, the Sky Pirates! We're neither in the sky nor doing pirating.
Alright, for fuck's sake, kid, nobody's impressed. Angst! Living in a cage of my emotions. Barbed wire and sadness around my heart. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's personal preference clouding my my view of the game, but I just can't stand these kinds of stories, especially when they go on for this fucking long about it.
At least they're going on this long about it off panel.
Yeah, largely off panel.
Okay, the Grand Soul Sewer monster doesn't expire. That's the only major thing we skipped.
Yes. Oh, are we already at, like, the wrap-up for this?
No.
Okay. Okay. Here. This is actually probably a good place to save it, considering it's already like 5:47. This has actually flown by fairly quickly.
Reasonably so, yeah. It helps that they don't give you like it doesn't seem like they're giving you a giant chunk of side quests, then some story, then a giant chunk of side quests. It seems to be more intermixed.
Yeah, it also feels like we're just coming up to a major point in the story.
Yeah.
Because we've got multiple agents of Ouroboros acting on this one. Agate and Annalise are getting more involved in our plot.
Yeah.
And even Joshua is getting into our general orbit. So anyway, thank you for joining us today. It has been a very interesting scenario so far with a lot of stuff to talk about. Join us tomorrow when we'll be continuing our playthrough of 9 Hours, 9 Persons, 9 Doors, and uncovering even more pseudoscience. And join us on Tuesday for our continued fight against the monster menace that threatens us from the stars in EDF. Until then, I've been the Krampus.
And I'm Vincent.
Alright, and just remember, it's okay to blow people up because everyone's a robot. That's the lesson we're taking away from today.
Especially the robots.
Also, don't trust children.
For some reason, don't trust children.
Hey, you wonder what the real twist would be?
Huh.
The real Galaxy Brain twist would be if Tita was the real Ouroboros member this whole time. A masterful deception. Alright, have a good one, everyone.
Yep.